Ib'rim chapter 10. For the Torah having a shadow of the good matters to come, and not the image itself of the matters, was never able to make perfect those who draw near with the same slaughter offerings which they offer continually year by year. Otherwise, would they not have ceased to be offered? Because those who serve once cleansed would have had no more consciousness of sins. But in those offerings is a reminder of sins year by year, for it is impossible for blood of bulls and goats to take away sins. Therefore, coming into the world, he says, slaughtering and meal offering you did not desire, but a body you have prepared for me. In ascending offerings and offerings of sin you did not delight. Then I said, see, I come. In the roll of the book it has been written concerning me, to do your desire, O Yahweh. Saying above, slaughter and meal offering and ascending offerings and offerings for sin you did not desire nor delighted in, which are offered according to the Torah. Then he said, see, I come to do your desire, O Yahweh. He takes away the first to establish the second. By that desire we have been set apart through the offering of the body of Yahweh Shah Messiah once for all. And indeed, every priest stands day by day doing service and repeated offering the same slaughter offerings, which are never able to take away sins. But he, having offered one slaughter offering for sins for all time, sat down at the right hand of Yahweh, waiting from that time onward until his enemies are made a footstool for his feet. For by one suffering he has perfected for all time those who are being set apart. And the set apart spirit also witnesses to us. For after having said before, this is the covenant that I shall make with them after those days, says Yahweh, giving my laws into their heart, and in their minds I shall write them. And their sins and their lawlessnesses I shall remember no more. Now where there is forgiveness of these, there is no longer a slaughter offering for sin. So brothers, having boldness to enter into the set-apart place by the blood of Yahweh Shai, by having a new and living way, which he instituted for us through the veil that is his flesh, and having a high priest over the house of Yahweh, let us draw near with a true heart and completeness of belief, having our hearts sprinkled from a wicked conscience and our bodies washed clean with water. Let us hold fast the confession of our expectation without yielding, for he who promised is trustworthy. And let us be concerned for one another in order to stir up love and good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging, and so much more as you see the day coming near. For if we sin purposely after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there no longer remains a slaughter offering for sins, but some fearsome anticipation of judgment in a fierce fire which is about to consume the opponents. Anyone who has disregarded the Torah of Moshe dies without compassion on the witness of 2 or 3 witnesses. How much worse punishment do you think shall he deserve who has trampled the Son of Yahweh underfoot, counted the blood of the covenant by which he was set apart as common, and insulted the spirit of favor? For we know him who has said, vengeance is mine, I shall repay, says Yahweh. And again, Yahweh shall judge his people. It is fearsome to fall into the hands of the living Yahweh. But remember the former days when, after you were enlightened, you endured a great struggle with sufferings. On the one hand, you were exposed to reproaches and pressures, and on the other hand, you became sharers with those who were so treated. For you sympathized with me in my chains, and you accepted with joy the seizure of your possessions, knowing that you have a better and lasting possession for yourselves in the heavens. Do not then lose your boldness, which has great reward. For you have need of endurance, so that when you have done the desire of Yahweh, you receive the promise. For yet a little while, he who is coming shall come and shall not delay. But the righteous shall live by belief. But if anyone draws back, my being has no pleasure in him. But we are not of those who draw back to destruction, but of belief to the preservation of life.